So we have more information on Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. So it turns out that it wasn't the monogamy that Klay Thompson was saying, or that she said that he said. To be honest, I would have believed what she said too because of who Klay been dating. He's dated quite a few women that were like, wow, they are beautiful, including Coco Jones. So how could you not believe it? Really, every guy that Meg has dated has been popping in the streets. When I mean the streets, they're not at the back end of their career. They're hotter than fish grease. Whatever they touch, it's just going up. Tory Lanez, Burner Boy. She did date this one ball player that none of us know who it was, but I guess that didn't work out. At some point, we gotta say, Meg, this is fault. Meg, this is all your fault. At some point, we gotta say, well, maybe not all your fault, but Meg, you have something to do with this. And I knew you had something to do with this when Partisan Fontaine, somebody who committed to you, couldn't stand you anymore. You even cheated on him. He got feminist tattooed on his stomach. He loved you and respected you. But it seems like you don't like that either. You disrespected him the most. But the guys that be making you a side bitch, you got mad respect for them and you just want to stay with them, but they don't want to stay with you. Ain't that interesting?
The word out on Megan Thee Stallion ever since she got in the game was that she was a pass around. 2 cups of Henny and it's lit. You know,
2 cups of Henny and you can hit that shit. That's crazy. Because Partisan said one time that when she gets drunk, she is out of control. Yeah, I know a few people like that myself.
He was never really seen serious, and people always said that, unlike, say, like a Nicki Minaj, who many people tried to entice with like, oh, hey, let's go work on music while they were trying to Nicki never fucked them. You could get Meg Thee Stallion, just tell her you got a bottle of goddamn Hennessy. Like, you know what I mean? If you got that Hennessy, you would be seeing Meg Thee Stallion. You get what I'm saying?
Look at everybody there. And look at her. Look at this. The hell? It's what I'm saying, bro. It's the ratchetness. Like, you gotta find out where these girls is from. You gotta find out who raised them. You gotta find out who they've been dating. That's all gonna shape how she gonna act with you in the relationship. Because if it's terrible, if all of it's terrible, this is what you gonna get. Whoa, 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 whoa. In a quiet setting.
So the Daily Mail did this whole piece on Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson's breakup, and they reportedly spoke to sources that claimed Klay Thompson wasn't feeling some things about Megan. They wrote this: the relationship was seemingly doomed from the start, according to our first source, who described Thompson and Megan, real name Megan Javon Ruth Pete, as 2 very different people, with the athlete allegedly making that known to those close to him. They claim Thompson has talked badly about Megan behind her back, including secretly expressing disdain for how loud the WAP rapper can be. He was like, she was just so ghetto. I was over the ghetto-ness, the insider alleged, the way she speaks, the way she acts. Thompson, who has been a professional basketball player since 2011, has a reputation for being introverted off the court. The first source even went so far as to describe him as awkward at times.
You know what? I knew this wasn't gonna work because of who she is, because of what she is. She is literally the devil. She is messed up in the head. And Klay Thompson is a player. He's literally a man that scored over 50 plus points with only 11 dribbles. He will be first ballot Hall of Fame. Listen, he ain't no rapper, because most of these rappers now, as soon as they stop making music, they can just walk around New York City and won't nobody give a fuck. Like, nobody's gonna crowd them and speak to them. Nobody's gonna care. But let Klay Thompson walk around New York City. Klay Thompson is beloved in China. Let him walk around in China. The man is 6'7", light skin, and he's 1/2 of the Splash Bros. Basketball and football are 2 of the most universal sports. And in basketball, it's really like no more than 15 players. And you really only see like maybe 9 on the court sometime, 10. 11. Yeah, 11 on the court. So when you be scoring like Klay Thompson be scoring, and you be having shoe deals, and you see his face on billboards and, Times Square sometimes, people gonna know who he is. So like with these women saying that, oh, we didn't know him until Meg Thee Stallion. No. This motherfucker was already known. He was already lit.
However, behind closed doors, the first source claimed he tried to do it for her, but it was annoying to him. He's not a big poster, very to himself in private. Thompson also allegedly felt like he could not live a normal life with Megan because she was often surrounded either by an entourage or security.
And that's also another thing. He was just able to walk away. I seen people online was like, oh my God, you walked away from Meg Thee Stallion. Listen, brother, you don't have these type of options. So you can't walk away. Of course you'd stay. She could beat your ass, and guess what? You gonna stay because it's Meg Thee Stallion. But when you got options like him, he not gonna accept certain things. In this situation, he's the bad bitch.
So when he was with her, she always had some security along with her LGBT friends that all these girls depend on to style them, because let's be clear, they cannot live without the LGBT guys. They need them for their hair, they need them for their makeup and their styling. So there's always some type of glam team around, or some type of assistant, some type of do-girl doing whatever they need. Quiet as it's kept, a lot of these same women, they will not hire a woman for that position either. They'll hire LGBT men over a woman because they can't stand being around women. Summer Walker. They went on to say the first insider claimed the whenever rapper battled feelings of paranoia stemming from her traumatic 2020 Tory Lanez shooting incident, for which the latter was found guilty and is currently serving a 10-year prison sentence. The source claimed Thompson once said she would not shut the F up about Lanez. He allegedly also said she always felt like people were out to get her. She needs security everywhere, even in remote places. So yeah, not only did Megan annoy him with the constant loudness, the yelling, the noise, her inability to be soft, feminine, and demure, always on 10 and noisy. Not only did the ratchetness annoy him, but constant conversation.
Look at this. Look at the people around. Look at the setting. Look at him. Look at most people covered up. The women are mostly covered up. No, okay, never mind. No, never mind. All right, you're safe there. I was getting ready to say, like you can't be naked too. Like, well, this ain't naked. All right, this is good right here. But like, if you see most people like, way more covered up, then you cover up a little bit too. But this is fine. But look at how she's acting, and look at everybody else, and look at Klay Thompson. Oh my God. Yeah, this is definitely doomed. Like, Klay grew up in a 2-parent household. His dad was an NBA player, so he had access to all the best things. She grew up the exact total opposite. What the hell made you think that this was gonna work out?
How many lives do you think you've lived?
I don't know, but I did a lot of stuff. I'm 59.
And I'm 53, so when you're 80.
News about the new hot couple.
Who?
It is Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion.
Who's Klay Thompson, though?
He plays basketball. He was in the Warriors. He's one of the greatest shooters.
You see how everybody, I want you to understand how everybody, okay, even though that's Mike Tyson, okay, even though everybody laughed, like, even though he don't know who he is, everybody laughed. And then look at everybody smiling too. Like, they're like, who? That's like saying, who's Mike Tyson? It's like, you don't know who the fuck Mike Tyson is? Like, where have you been living under a damn rock? That's how they're thinking of you right now, Tyson. They're like, you don't know who the fuck he is?
Of all time. He's now on the Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
And he's with Megan Thee Stallion.
6 weeks.
I'm gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. My kid, I can't say.
So what Shaq is doing, he's setting the line, our Draft Kick Sportsbook line, at the summer.
6 weeks.
You don't see it lasting into the fall.
6 weeks.
What did it surprise you?
Come on.
No.
I don't know. Listen, man, she got shot for that. That might be last for a long time. 6 weeks ain't nothing. She got shot, so you gotta give her some credit, right? You gotta give her a little credit that he might got some staying power with that.
And that
It ain't that good. Can't be, because ain't nobody staying. Don't nobody stay for that pussy. She done been through how many dudes, how many relationships? Ain't nobody stand. Klay Thompson can't even stand
About
that.
Tory Lanez also bothered him. So what we're finding out here is although Megan was successfully able to get Tory framed for something her friend did and he's serving time for it, she's still not at peace. And why is that? See, I told y'all, Megan will never have peace for that situation because she is fully aware of the truth. And when you lie like that and frame another person, how could you have peace? So of course, she's talking about Tory every day because she is 100% aware of what happened, her role in the situation, and how Roc Nation helped her cover it up. But yeah, whatever, girl. You'll never have peace after you send somebody to prison for something you know they didn't do and you know who really did it. So
It's haunting her. Meg Thee Stallion.